YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing a new Netflix movie that came out on Netflix this weekend called Senior Year. So let's get started talking about Senior Year. Now, when I first heard about this movie, I actually didn't know anything of what it was going to be about. I had no idea what the plot of the movie was going to be. I had no clue. I go into these Netflix movies and I just expect, okay, they're not great, they're okay. So the movie basically starts off, and it's basically in a high school of like 2002. It stars the girl that played Betty in the MCU Spider-Man trilogy, who's dating Ned. And she's basically like this captain of this cheerleading squad in this school. And she, back in the day, they used to do all these things with sexy dances and stuff. And she did like this big giant move, but then she fell flat on her back. And then Rebel Wilson is in a bed, and I was really confused of what exactly just happened. And then she's like so confused of why she's in a hospital bed, and all these birthday cards are for a 37-year-old, and you realize that she's been in a coma for almost 20 years. Now, for most people would be like, I've seen this coming. For me, I did not see that coming. I honestly did not know what was going on when I saw that, and when I saw that, I was like, wow. She's been in a coma for 20 years? That's crazy. But to get into the actual aspect of the story, I think the way that they actually did some of the story beats were really cool. Where we actually get to see how time has changed from 2002 to 2022. Where we actually get to see that high school proms nowadays don't have prom king and queens. They don't do the sexy dances and show off their bodies. And they make it seem like that it is Hogwarts lunchroom in there. And I thought that was actually kind of cool in the way they kind of did that with real life events. Along those same lines, I think Rebel Wilson was actually pretty funny in this film. Like the way she was talking, the way she was acting like a teenager. I thought it worked in the nicest way. Along those same lines, there's plenty of other characters that I really like, especially like the guy that had a crush on her back in high school. And even the guy that was who Mr. T, and she kept saying she wanted him to say, "I pity the fool," and it was like it was so funny. And even like the new guys at the high school, I thought were really funny, and they were all likable in their own ways, and I like how they were all very supportive of Rebel Wilson's character. And those people kind of reminded me like of the side characters from Turning Red a little bit, as they were very supportive of this character, and I really liked that. Along the same lines, you also got to talk about the Tiffany girl and her daughter, where you think at first Tiffany's daughter is like she starts out kind of like her mom. Well, actually, you think that the mom would be just this overall bad guy, and the daughter's like that, but then she actually has a heart in it, and she actually becomes a good person, and so does kind of the mom too. And I thought that was pretty good. And honestly, Tiffany in the film is a Karen. I don't care, she is a Karen. So then you get just some great stuff in the way the story progresses, and I honestly just really liked this movie. So that's my thoughts. That's the good on this film. Now let's move on to the bad. Now for me, I don't really have many issues with this movie. I guess it's because I kind of like movies like this because it relates to a real world scenario. Like, of course I love superhero films and I love big CGI spectacle movies. I love all that. But when it comes to movies like this, where it's a real life story, I actually kind of like it. I kind of like how they kind of did something different. a different kind of comedy. Except, I mean, I never really seen a movie like this. It's kind of new and different. I just really liked it. So, I don't really have I can't really say an issue. But it's not top tier. But it is really good and something that I actually thoroughly enjoyed. And so that's really my review for Senior Year. I guess you could say some of the sex jokes were a little bit unnecessary. But other than that, this movie is really good. I really enjoyed it. And that's my review for Senior Year. Before I give my final score, be sure to tell me down below, what were your thoughts on Senior Year? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? What were you in between? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section below. With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff's in the About section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.